Okay, let's get started.
Corn.
Hello there.
I'm
Yes,
gonna
so
die.
I'm wearing something different. Oh, wow, look at me, look at me. And you see I got a new headset too. You see, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretending like I'm in a good mood. I'm not, bro. I'm not gonna lie with you. There's a few things that I wanted to talk about, and these days have been not so joyous. Christmas was joyous. It was a joyous time. But I got everything I wanted. These headphones. I got the whatchamacallit, what is this thing? This monitor thing? I don't feel like
I
picking
was
up.
talking about this.
Yeah, no, I actually wanted to make a video for a while. And I made the other video. You know what I'm saying? Hooray.
Wait. I just want to make it clear that like I wasn't like saying that out of like sarcasm. Like I actually was. I was in a bad mood. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
660 views. That's crazy. I did not expect that to happen. I'm not gonna lie with you. That's trim. In a good way, of course. But you see, something has piqued my interest. You know, I'm annoyed, like I said, and I don't know why. You know, when I look at the numbers, well, I mean, I know why, and I'll get into why. You know, for the remainder of these 2 days, I keep forgetting that YouTube,
It's a place of expression. I keep forgetting that.
YouTube, it says it in the name, YouTube. You know what I mean? I keep forgetting that this is a place to express yourself. Whether you're white, whether you're black, whether you're Mexican, it does not matter. This is your place to shine, to be yourself. YouTube. And I think that over the years, YouTube has become the American dream, basically. Everyone is just faking who they are. They're getting clout off of things that they aren't, doing things that don't make sense, and then posting my first videos without doing anything. And, you know, I watched a video about this. You know, these animators that make the my first video stuff, and it blows up. The my first video pandemic. And I'm not gonna lie with you, I didn't really care about it. Like, I saw it a few times, and I'm like, excuse me. You mean to tell me that you didn't do anything? You didn't do anything to, like, you didn't show any form of consistency. Yet you're at 100,000 subscribers. What are you? I saw a video about this because I was thinking about this too. This guy, I forgot his name. Let me pull him up. But he was talking about my first the my first pandemic or whatever it's called, and how people are these this guy that was talking about it, I keep forgetting their names. He was basically talking about the pandemic thing, and he was like, you know, these YouTubers, it's kind of annoying seeing these first video type videos, like the introduction stuff. You know, it's cool that they're doing this, that they're introducing themselves, but they do nothing with that. It's just like a ploy, basically. You're trying to lure me in before taking me by surprise and not doing anything. You know what I mean? It's not hating. I'm not hating on them. Okay? None of us are hating. I find it inspiring. I wish I would have done a first video, my first video, like an introduction. You see, the thing is, I can't introduce something that I have not done yet, because that's gonna bring anxiety to me for me not to even do anything else. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna feel anxious to do anything else because I have all these eyes on me. I'm expected to do one singular thing. And if I don't do that singular thing, I'm gonna be outcasted. No one's gonna love me. I'm gonna be passed off to the side. What's it called? Oh, damn. Why is this? So that brings me to this. So it's been a month, Daddy. Where have you been? 1 month ago. I'm not mad at her. I'm mad because I can relate to it so much. She's using what she has wisely and kind of, in her ways, bringing attention to all the stuff that she wanted to, I guess, without actually doing anything for it. You know what I'm saying? Not to hate, but that's just content creation in general, to be honest. Like, you could just sit in your ass and do nothing and still make a buck. Make more than doctors, which is trim. Anyways, that's not the point of the video. That brings me to this. Okay. This is what really pisses me off. I have to get up with this. You know, when that video blew up in my way, you know, the video that I posted, You know, the you worry too much .mp4. I didn't expect it. I expected it to blow up, but not that quickly. You know what I'm saying? I didn't expect that much support. And I thank you guys so much. I literally gained 30 plus subscribers. I have 59 now. One more and I have 60. I almost have 100 with only 13 videos. That's crazy. I'm happy. I truly am. Really, like, I'm happy, you know? Like, I want to create, I want to keep going. But you see, the thing is, bro, when I looked at it and I kept on watching it, I'm like, all right, this is cool. This is cool. You know, people are saying, I can't wait till you're famous. I got people saying, hold on, let me shout them out real quick. This is my chance. I'm gonna shout these people out because they're really fire. They could have just liked the video. No, but they stayed for the ride, for the journey. They saw something in me. And I appreciate that. But you see, the thing is, I don't see it in myself. And so when I see people praising me like this, it makes me feel a certain way, a good and a bad thing. Now, this is why I feel a bad thing, okay? Because I feel like, what do I have to offer? You know what I mean? Like, I know I'm a creative person. You know what I'm saying? And I've expressed that throughout all my life. But you see, this is something that I don't really tell a lot of people. And I never really expected to tell you guys on this channel. But I want to be upfront because, again, this is a platform for expressing yourself. You could do anything if it doesn't harm anybody. If you're not showing your penis and your vagina, then yeah, you can say and do anything you want. Okay? So I'm gonna say it. Okay? It's an insecurity thing. I feel like I'm not good enough. Like, they expect me. I blew up off of this video, which has 584 views now. I've been looking at it all day. Like, it's crazy. And I'm like, you know, I love making music, but is this something that I have to do now? Like, for people to like me? Like, is my talking videos not enough? Like, when I talk, is this not interesting to them? Because why do those not have recognition, but this does? You know what I mean? Like, do I have to have something special about me for people to like me? And see, I think that, what if I don't have anything special about me? You know, I think I do. You know what I mean? People tell me, but do I believe in myself? You know I have the talent, I have the grit for the most part, and I have the dedication. But this is something that I have been struggling with for a long time. The fear of rejection. You know what I mean? Like, I've proven time and time again, if I truly try to do something, then I'm gonna go crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna find stuff out of it. Now I'm gonna share this to you, okay? And this is gonna be a little embarrassing. But I had a YouTube channel. Let me pull it up for the screen.
What?
I can't even find it on the channel. But I don't feel looking at it. Anyways, I did like skits and all that. It was me and my dad's ideas. He's the one that created the channel for me. You know what I'm saying? He was like kind of like a manager type thing. You know, because that's his thing. Like, skits, like content creation. That's him. I mean, me too. But he's been doing that for a while. I'm not gonna lie. We started the Mr. Mace channel, and it was doing amazing, bro. Like, I got 200 and something. I got 4 subscribers after a day, and then after that, I posted the Mr. Maze intro or something. I forgot, and that got like 1,000 views. That's the most views that I've ever gotten, and it just kept going up and up and up, bro. I just kept going up. I kept going up. If I would have stuck with that, I would have went crazy. I would have been like a Markiplier, bro. I would have been soaring through the skies. Fly high, man. But like, you see, the reason why I stopped isn't because I didn't necessarily enjoy it anymore. I mean, I don't like making skits and stuff. That's like 2017 type stuff. That's when I made it. In like 2017, 2018. Y'all can look on the channel if you want to. I'll link it in the description, whatever. If y'all want to take a look, I don't care. To be honest, y'all are gonna find it regardless of when I do blow up, because I know I am. You know, y'all are gonna find it eventually. But anyways, yeah, it's a past that I want to run away from, but it's something that brings attention to something that's within me that I've been trying to hide, and that's the fear of rejection, of knowing that I have a gift, but I overthink and attach certain things to that gift that makes it seamless. Now you might be asking, what do you mean? Like for instance, again with the Mr. Maze thing, I was going crazy. I pulled the numbers. I got hundreds, almost 1,000 views, and that might not be a lot to some, but for a small content creator, that's crazy. 1,000? You know what I mean? Like, and I was on the road to 300 subs. Now I couldn't anybody, the average human being probably would have kept on going. The average YouTuber, like I Show Speed, he has 40 million subscribers. I'm sure if anyone asked Speed, if anyone told Speed 3 years ago that you're gonna be at 40 million subscribers and have a Fortnite skin, he is not gonna believe that. He'd be like, huh? What do you mean? You know what I mean? So, whatchamacallit? That overwhelmed me. I'm not gonna lie, it overwhelmed me. Because I feel like, what if I can't deliver? What if I can't make the next best skit? You know what I mean? What if I can't be like my father? Well, and I started to overthink. Then I started to have ideas, but I felt like those ideas weren't good enough. And then when I finally posted something, the motivation thing, that was like basically my farewell to the channel, basically. I kind of ended it, because first of all, it's not something I really wanted to do. And second of all, like, I just was getting overwhelmed, bro. Now, fast forward 10 years. And I did YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Some YouTube here and there, on and off, on another channel that was based off of my Twitch. Yes, I have a Twitch. I feel like when it comes to pressure and people actually liking my talents, I feel uncomfortable. It's crazy. Like, we can do so well with criticism, but when it comes to people loving what you do, it's like you can't handle it. I mean, I guess that's all is criticism. People telling you you're something that you aren't, or saying, you're not good enough, or you're doing too much. You know what I mean? You're reacting too much. And you're so used to that, but when you finally get something that you really truly wanted, now you're like, damn, I wanted this, but I feel a little hot. Like, I need to take off the fleece sweater, man. It's crazy. Anyways, but I digress. What was I saying? Oh, yes. So a few years pass, okay? A few years pass, and I make a Twitch, okay? I'm not promoting yet, okay? Just listen. So I made a Twitch. I was inspired by Blackboy Max. I'm not gonna lie with you. When I do things, I feel inspired by something to do it. It's whether it's myself or whether it's somebody else. I feel inspired. You know what I mean? Now I started to watch streamers like 2024, and then I was watching, Blackboy Max and stuff, and I was like, dang, this dude's funny, man. He's funny. He's inspiring. 5-star forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was like, I could do this too. You know what I mean? So I turned on the camera and I started streaming. I started going live for the first time in a while, at least. The only time that I went live was on Instagram for the Mr. May stuff. And I was just sitting there nervous. I didn't know what to say. I was just looking at one person, the chat moving 1 frame per second. It was quite sad. But I went live twice actually in my life before that, because I did another. Anyways, I'm not gonna talk about that. But anyways, I live streamed and I was a bit nervous. I was a bit shooketh. That's how it goes. Once you start something, especially content creation, you're going to be a little, you know what I'm saying? A little like uncomfortable. You know what I mean? You're going to be uncomfortable. It's just inevitable with anything you do. Whether it's going on stage, singing, or whatever, it doesn't matter. It's, you know what I'm trying to say, okay? God, I can't speak today. Anyway, so I did the streaming stuff, and it was fun. I was getting some traction. I promoted it on my Instagram. You know what I'm saying? I told people, I played games. I was kind of having fun. I was mad hyper, a little too hyper. I'm a hyper person, naturally. But when I'm like extremely hyper, like the speed type hyper, that's not me. I'm not always hyper. So I did that, right? I did that, and what's it called? It was fun, you know. I vlogged with my friends. I live streamed stuff or whatever. Going outside IRL sometimes, and then I did it inside. You know, it was fun. It was a fun little calm little stream thing. And I gained 42 followers. 42 followers. That's not bad. You know, I would get like a view each stream nonetheless, but it was still fire. I enjoyed it. But you know, people were asking because it took me a while to live stream again. Oh, when are you gonna go live? When are you gonna go live and stuff? And that's when I was like, shoot, man, this is happening again. I'm Mr. Mace Part 2. I'm gaining recognition. I'm gaining recognition, and I don't know what to do with it. I know what to do with it, but you know what? God, no. Fame. I'm scared. I'm scared because I'm not gonna lie. I watch too many Sunny V2, too many Patrick CC videos about YouTubers falling off. I need to stop watching those types of videos. I watch too many. I'm trying to stop watching those types. You know, like the glow up videos and the glow down. I need to stop doing that. I'm not gonna lie with you because that is low key trim. I watch too many of those videos. Probably another thing as well because I don't want to fall off. You know what I mean? Even though 42 followers is not that much, like I'm tripping. I am not a Charlie. I'm not Penguin Z. Okay, like I'm not that popular. Like relax. You know what I mean? I know. I get what you're saying. Okay, chill. Hold on though. Okay. Now you have to understand this. You have to understand before I continue. You have to understand this. And you don't know much about me because I don't really talk about myself on here. I try not to. I like being a private person. I like being private about myself, and I still want to be private. That's a good thing. I don't want to, I don't want to bring or say anybody that does not want to be said, or show people. I'm a private person. I'm a hyper person. I'm an extroverted person. I love to talk. I love to interact. But my private life outside of the internet is to me. I don't want to show everybody everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that vulnerable yet. So, but I'm vulnerable enough to tell you. A little bit, at least. Anyways, so, for all of my life, okay, I was always the joyous person, the class clown. Made everyone laugh. People said that I was a talent. I could sing, you know, I would make random noises in middle school. I would say the word penis out of nowhere, made people laugh at me, not with me. You know what I'm saying? I was the type of person that wanted recognition, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? The type of person that gave people advice. I did all this, that, and the third. The people, when they wanted something, they came to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even saying that to Glaze. That's always how I've been. I still am now, but when I was younger, I didn't care about ridicule. I never thought about it. I just was myself. If I got praise, I got praise. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really felt that. I didn't overthink or anything. I mean, I did, but not the way I do now. When you're a kid, you're everything is a kid. You know what I'm saying? You haven't slipped away yet. The ice hasn't thawed. You're still liquid. You're still moist. Pause. No critical. You're not your perception is flawed in a naive way. When you're a kid, you're not gonna think about what am I gonna wear tomorrow? What am I gonna say tomorrow? Who's gonna notice me tomorrow? At least not like that. But I always wanted recognition. You know what I mean? I always didn't, I always thought I wasn't ever really good enough myself. I wanted people to tell me how good I was. I will not lie. I wanted people to tell me that. You know what I mean? And I've gotten to relationships, like friendships and stuff. And, I did a little much. You know what I mean? And people didn't really have patience for me. But the type of, I was getting comfortable and I was starting to show myself, and people they didn't fuck with it. I'm not gonna lie. They didn't fuck with it. I'm sorry to curse. I'm sorry to curse, Mom. It'll be bleeped out. I'm sorry. But, they didn't F with me. None of them. None of the people that I talked to from any type, like, all points of life out the window. I don't talk to anybody any more than 4 years. I mean, 6 years. Before high school, nobody, not a singular person. No middle school people, nothing. Elementary school, I don't talk to nada, not a singular person, nobody. And you know, I used to think, dang, like why does no one mess with me, man? Why does no one mess with me? You know what I'm saying? I was myself. You know, I I played into characters here and there, but that's after people started to treat me the way they did. When I actually showed my true self. You know what I mean? When I actually started to show who I am, people ran the other way. And so that's what that's what got me to build a character. But what's it called? Yeah, no, I did that and you know, met some people and stuff. I was starting to actually chill out with the hyper stuff. And then for some reason in class, in Spanish class, I won't forget this. I was annoyed that day, like any other day. I'm always annoyed, to be honest. I'm always moody. Something I need to change. But I was moody that day because it's like, bro, I hate this Spanish class. Like, he yaps all the time. What are you talking about? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not going to say your name. I'm just going to call her Miss J. So I was in that class. And one day I was like, because I saw a video about kind of tricking your brain into thinking that you're happy. And so I was like, that's right. And I started to believe that I was happy. And I started to kind of force myself to act happy, you know, overjoyous and stuff again, like I did in middle school. I was making people laugh. I got told to, relax, you know what I mean? But I made people laugh. I pushed people away, but I didn't care. I didn't care. I was happy. Happy. That's what I told myself. But, that's when I, got into my I'm happy. I'm gonna speak on it since it's been a little bit. I'm not gonna say her name because she's probably gonna see this video. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say who she is, but you know who you are. She she was everything in a girl that I wanted. She was hyper. She was kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie, girls aren't really funny. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. No offense. Like boo, oh, yeah. I'm not gonna say all that, but just know it was kind of a one-sided thing. She kind of had feelings for me, and I didn't really have feelings for her. You know what I mean? But I kind of forced myself to have feelings for her. You know what I mean? Again, with the forcing. I should have learned my lesson from middle school and all of high school, but no, I didn't. I forced myself to like her, and I was like, I convinced myself I did, and we did good for a year, and then things fell off. Now I'm not gonna get much into that because that's a little private to me. But yeah, nah. I showed my true self. This goes back around to me, to myself. I showed my true self, and it wasn't accepted. You know what I mean? And I'm not a bad person. I don't want you to think that about me. I'm not a bad person. It's just, you know, you see what my fear of being authentic, of doing things that I want, and people, whether people hate it or love it, I run the other way. And then and this leads back to now. This channel, I enjoy this channel very much. This is the most fun that I've ever had with anything. With YouTube, at least. This is the most fun that I've ever had. Besides the Twitch stuff. Like, I actually enjoy making these videos. The music stuff, the ranting stuff. I enjoy doing it. Whether I rant about whatever, I enjoy it. I enjoy editing it for the most part. For the most part, if it's not a long ass video like this one, I enjoy it. I started this channel on October 24th. Happy 2 months to me. Excuse me. And it didn't really grow. It grew slowly, you know. It grew I told my relatives, some people, like my friends about it. And I told them, and I was like, I do this. I kind of enjoy it. And they're like, okay. And they tapped in. And I kept on doing it. I kept on doing it. I knew I was gonna make it. I'm not gonna lie. I knew I was gonna make it. I had a dream. Yo, that's crazy. I literally had a dream about having 60 subscribers before I even had the subscribers I have now. I dreamed about it. It was a dream I had. Damn. I literally, my brain, or let's keep it a buck. It wasn't my brain. We know who it was. But he told me, he told me before. He told me this is where you're gonna be. And he was right. He was right. Cause man, the Lord is amazing, man. But you know, I did it for a while, for a little bit, you know. I I I I was trying to go at a certain direction with this channel. I want to focus on like one or two things, like a certain niche, like to get a little recognition. You know what I'm saying? I want to do whatever I want, whenever I want. You know what I mean? I never want that to leave me. I post that music video, and I was working on that for like 2 days. I was like, I'm not gonna lie, this looks kind of goofy to me personally. But as I kept on watching it, kept on editing it, I was like, bro, this is heat. And that music, bro, oh my God, Chef's Kiss. Like I was inspired by JPEG. A lot of y'all said that. Some of y'all, like two people. Yeah, but yeah, I was. I'm not gonna lie. I was inspired by him. Yes. Yes. He is a fire rapper. Shout out to JPEG Mafia. I'm gonna make a video just talking about him. I'm not gonna lie. He's fire. And, you know, I thought it's gonna blow up. It's gonna blow up. I might wake up to 20 videos. I mean, 20 views. But, you know, it's okay. It's gonna go slowly. You know, I showed it to my friend John. Shout out to John. Coma is present. He said this is gonna blow up, bro. And I woke up, it was at 180, bro. I was like, whoa, okay, hold up. And I saw people subscribe, bro. I mean, like, yeah, some people subscribe. I had like 20 subscribers, like not 20, 17. I was like, whoa, okay. People were commenting saying this is peak, this is fire. I I always was self-conscious about my singing voice. I knew I was a singer, but I never and I have so many projects that I've done by myself that I want to show you guys, of course, on my own timing, of course. But I've always been passionate about music, not just content creation. Music has been a big thing as well, form of expression. So and I that's the first official thing that I've done myself. Everything myself, the mixing. I didn't really mix it, but the sampling, everything was from my mind. Even the thumbnail, everything was from my mind. And when it got the love that it got, I was like, damn. And it just kept on going up. I kept refreshing. It kept on going up. I gained subscribers. I had 59 subscribers. Thank you guys, bro. I love you guys. Let me pull up the video because I want to show the love. I want to give these people the respect and love. So Plays by Jake said, dislike investing in Bitcoin in 2010. I was confused on what he meant. I was like, what do you mean? Like, is that like a bad thing? Like, cause a Bitcoin is seen as like a bad thing nowadays. But I asked, you know, my friend Godfrey, shout out to you as well. And he said, no, that's actually a compliment. It's a compliment actually. It actually means that like, saying something is like investing in Bitcoin means it's potentially revolutionary. And I'm like, dang, okay. Then it was like feels like combination of John Uskis, and I actually watched John Uskis. He's interesting, but I like things that are different. He's pretty tough. And JPEG Mafia, there we go. You know what I'm saying? And then I got Holy Peak, and then I'm here from the start by Walid.18. Then I gotta remember me when you're famous, please, for a real team. To me, crazy, bro. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing these names. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of skimming through. This is not like a Q&A thing, but no, I just wanted to show love to the people that commented, bro. And then someone said, Spy the I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna call you Spy. He says Scott Pilgrim reference. Yes, I love Scott Pilgrim. I don't know if y'all know this. All y'all don't. I never told you. But I love Scott Pilgrim. I read the books. I played the games. I watched the movie many times. I didn't watch the anime's okay. It's kind of lackluster. It doesn't give off that charm that the movie did, in my opinion. I'm not gonna lie. I treasure the movie, bro, to my soul. Anyways, but I'm gonna make a video about that too. Stay tuned. But yes, so I got a lot. Then I got this YN just ain't the I kept on looking at it and kind of looking at the numbers, and it kind of started to get in my head. I started to get that moment again with the Mr. Mace thing. That started to happen again. What if this is all that I'm good for? What if this is all that people want to see? What if what if I'm no good at all? You know? And people just come here because they see noise, because they see something different, but they don't see me for me. You know? When I'm not attached to all these arts, this fame, and I'm not famous yet, but I'm gonna get there. What if people don't like me for who I am? And even if they don't, that's okay. That's okay. If you only like me for my music, that's okay. If you only like me for my ranting stuff, that's okay. If you like me for me, that's okay too. If I lose a subscriber after this video, because I was reluctant to even make this because I didn't really, again, I started to overthink and I started to be like, what if this is not good enough to make? You know what I mean? What if this is not what if this is not what people want to see? Because the hype was about the music stuff. I have nothing. I don't have anything ready to post about music, but I want to post talking stuff though. Music too, but talking stuff. I don't want to make music for other people. I want to make it for myself. So I thought that, I had to keep on making noise, keep on doing that. Kind of like an I Show Speed. He kept on making noise and stuff, but and it works. It works. Riding on that little traction of that one thing, you keep on going. But I realize that why am I restricting myself? No one's telling me to do that. You guys saw something in me in that one video that I posted. You know what I mean? Whether it was the music, whether it was the whatever, my flow, it doesn't matter. You guys saw something. You guys saw something enough to subscribe. Doesn't matter if it's music or not. And I I know who I am. I don't need someone to tell me who I am. I don't need someone to tell me what to do either. That's what I'm starting to try to learn. Is I don't need that. I don't need anybody to tell me that because I already have that within myself. I've proven it. You know what I mean? I've proven to have a voice. I also thought that how just talking all day, like people are not gonna care about that. How am I gonna make something off of this? Just talking. How am I gonna make a living off of just talking? Are you serious? And then I compare myself to Penguin Z and all those other stuff. But see, that's the thing. I keep comparing. Man. And comparison kills creativity, man. It really does, bro. It does. It kills it. It kills creativity. And I've been comparing for too long now. And I made this channel for a reason. To express myself authentically. That's why I made this. That's why I started all over again. It doesn't matter if I have 100,000. Doesn't matter. And I want to. I want to get there. That's when I know I made it. Anyways. But I don't need numbers to tell me how valuable I am because I should know that about myself. I know that I'm valuable. But I question it sometimes. You know? Anyways, no, I don't want to make it seem like I'm complaining or anything. And if you think that, then okay. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I keep on apologizing for things that I'm saying, filtering myself. Again, YouTube is a place to express yourself. No one is telling you what to be. Nobody. Nobody. Not even the Lord himself is telling you. He might shift you to that direction, but he's not going to tell you you're going to be this. He might give you hints, but he's not going to tell you. You got to find that yourself. You got to find yourself. And that's what this channel is about. Myself. You know what I mean? I keep on thinking I got to make a video about somebody for it to really go crazy. No, I don't. If it's me and people click on it, that's all I need. But I always have that thought in my mind. What if I'm not good enough? I have to make something about somebody. Like I gotta be those channels that make videos about people. And shout out to those. Like Matty Balls, I think that's his name. Funny name. He's fire. I like his stuff. You know what I mean? And I wanted to be a video essayist, kind of like that. He does stuff on music and whatever, or like a David Chu. You know, that he deserves recognition. You know, he's a good commentator. I don't know if you noticed by now, but I love commentating. I love talking about things, whether it be my life, whether it be other stuff. I like talking about stuff. I'm a commentator. I'm a yapper. That's me. But yeah, I thought I needed, and I still do to some degree. I need to talk about something to interest people. If I talk about myself, if I talk about things that are interesting to me, no one's gonna care, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's not why I made this channel. That's not why YouTube was created. YouTube wasn't created to be something that isn't you. At that point, don't go on YouTube. If you're not going to be yourself, then don't do YouTube. It's simple as that. No overcomplications needed. If you're not going to be yourself, then don't be a YouTuber. You know? So I'm going to be me. I'm going to stop putting up these characters like on Twitch, like on YouTube, Mr. Maze, do something that I'm not. I'm done with that, man. 2026 is the year of authenticity. I'm going to hit 100,000, man. I'm going to go crazy. And I'm going to hit 100,000. I'm going to hit 1,000, 100. Just solely on myself. And you're going to see it. And I'm going to have my doubts. I'm going to have moments where I lay in my bed and I'm like, dang, why did I do this? I should be more like Penguin Z. I should be more like Matty Balls. That's not going to leave me. And that's why I need to work on myself. I'm going to always doubt it. I'm going to always doubt it. No matter how many numbers, how few numbers I have. But I have to stop doing that. Because, again, that's not what this channel is about. Doesn't matter if I have 1 million. I'm going to always be me. I'm going to always do me. And I want to keep doing that, bro. I'm going to post whatever I want to. I'm going to do it however I want to. You know what I mean? I gotta be authentic because I'm an authentic person. Not I got to be, I want to be. You know? But anyways, you know, I don't need to worry. I'm on the right path. If I had a dream about this, I'm on the right path. Thank you to all 59 subs. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. To have a platform of people that are growing by the day. And I didn't even promote it, to be honest. I didn't really want to promote the channel. Like, I'm talking about like through clips and through story, like I used to, like with my Twitch and stuff. I don't want to do that. I just wanted to just let the algorithm do its thing. I just wanted to let the algorithm do its thing, bro. And it is. It's doing its thing. And I'm gonna keep letting it do its thing, bro. You know? But thank you all for being there from the beginning. And to my real ones as well. You know who you are. To my OGs. To my OOGs when I had like 9 subscribers. Thank you. When I had a singular sub. Thank you. I just got annoyed because I keep forgetting that this is a place that is open. That is open. A place of expression. I don't need to pretend to be somebody. I don't need to put on a persona. This is something that I want to do because it's me, because I feel authentic. And if you want to stay for the ride, then stay for the ride. If you don't, then okay. I just know who the real ones are. That's it. And I don't want fame to get in my head. And I'm like, oh, I'm better than everyone, you know? I don't want that to happen. But I just wanted to talk about that. I just wanted to make something clear. And I just wanted to just take this annoyance off of me. Because I've been overthinking about it for so long. And I'm finally getting it. And now I'm going to turn the other way again. But I'm going to hold it. I'm going to hold it, man. I'm going to hold myself. You're not running away again. I'm talking to myself. You're not running away again. You are going to stay here and you're going to keep creating. You are not running away again. Not again. No. I'm done running, bro. I'm done running from my purpose, man. God. Like, on me, man. Like, Come on. We are not running away again, bro. No. 2026, bro. 2025 is already ending. If we can make it to 100, man, I can't wait. You know, I know it's gonna happen, but I want to make it to 100K by the end of next year. But that's in the future. Okay. But is this really an introduction video? No, not really. I guess. I mean, I told you something about myself that I never really said on my channel. Think about it. So I guess. But I'm not gonna be like, oh, my title, my first video. No, I'm not doing. And then don't do anything. Like, no. But you already saw my first video. What? I don't like setting up expectations by myself. That's why I was a little heated when I saw those my first video stuff, which is on my recommended like a lot, because I don't want to hold some like because I'm not good with pressure. Okay, 6'7". Oh yeah, I'm not gonna set up expectations for myself. If I set up expectations for myself, it's for me to know, for me only to know, bro. Okay, you're gonna see anything on this channel. I'm not gonna lie with you. Music, talking, maybe vlogs, but mainly talking and some music. You're gonna see anything. Anything that I feel like I want to do. You're gonna see anything. So I have a niche. I want to have a niche. I want to actually stick to a singular thing. But you know, that's that I'm gonna learn, okay? It's just with learning. But yeah, this video is an hour long. You see why my videos only be like 14 minutes when I talk? Yeah, those videos are like 50 minutes. I'm not gonna post a 50-minute long video. Come on, bro. This shirt is fire, bro. No weapons formed against me shall prosper. Facts. Do y'all know what that means? No weapons formed against me shall prosper. Meaning nothing that is against me shall I mean, it says it in the thing. Like, it's not. I know I wear the Jesus one, and this one's fire and stuff. But it's starting to get old. I gotta switch it up. You know what I mean? So if y'all can't tell, I like collar shorts. This is actually a sweater, but yeah. Anyways, but I'm gonna always love you. I'm always love this one. This was from my ex. Anyways, yeah. So that's it. I'm gonna have to do a lot of editing because I'm not posting 50 minutes of this. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm gonna take these braids out because they're starting to get a little. Oh, they don't look that bad. They're starting to get a little nappy, but it's not that bad. Anyways, all right, I love you guys, and remember to drink your tea. Have a good day, guys. Love ya. And yeah, this was a nice one. This was a nice one. This was a nice one. Oh. Dang, it's more than 17 minutes.
You kinda seen that, day and night on my block, get it right.